The five of us were doing a trip to Fuji to climb it for 4th of July. On our way down, we saw the female laying prone and her father over her, and we just helped out. So I'd been coming down a little behind Corporal Thiele, and I had just seen him over a little down the hill, and I came around the corner and I saw the female laying down and her father over her, trying to get a response from her. I jogged over, and he tried to get across to me that he needed a doctor or medical help. Seeing Corporal Thiele lower down the hill, I called out to him to see what he can do, knowing that there'd probably be more help down near the building than where I was. He ran up quickly. In the meantime, the father and I tried to get circulation back into her feet, loosening up her boots, stuff like that. Corporal Thiele got there, and Corporal Ames came around the corner from up above, and they immediately came over, tried to assist what they could while the father was talking on the phone. When it became apparent that there was no vehicle that was capable of reaching us, Corporal Thiele and Corporal Ames quickly put a stretcher together using the walking sticks and their shirts. We put her on the stretcher as quickly as possible and started going down the hill. We figured that the medical personnel from the mountains would need a heads up on that we're coming, so we sent Ames ahead with all the gear. Got down the hill as quickly as we could. The terrain was a little rough, so we had to take it a little slower than we'd like, but we got down there. The personnel at the safety office checked over her as fast as they could, and then decided that to get more assistance, they had to take a tractor down, bring her to the main station. So we loaded her up on the tractor, and that was the last we saw of her. From there, we got redressed, grabbed our gear, high items, and hiked the rest of the way down the hill. When I got to her, it seemed that she was having difficulty breathing, and she didn't seem very responsive, very slow to respond. Her father was asking her questions, and she wasn't really able to answer much. About halfway down the hill from where we had made the stretcher to the medical station, she became very unresponsive, looked like she passed out. For the most part, the moment we first saw her and we started to assist, we weren't really thinking very much. It was just we saw something we had to do and we did it. Luckily, the training that the Marines have in our group was able to help us out. We made calm, quick decisions, got her going, and apparently helped out as well we could. And then once it was all over, we were a little worried about the female, how her condition was, but we couldn't do much from there. It was all in the medical professionals' hands. The main focus getting her down was we didn't want the father to worry, and we wanted to go fast. So he was trying to keep an eye on her condition, and when she became unresponsive, we really tried to keep his mind off of it and just hurry up. I think the Marine Corps trains the individual to act quickly and calmly to the situations like this. So it really helped us keep our heads on and just make fast decisions to get everything together. So far, there's been a pretty positive response. Some people around base will recognize us and mention congratulations, good job, all that. Our shop itself, should I say Almeco, or? Our shop's been really positive. Very happy that we helped out and showed the good side of the Marine Corps. It feels pretty surreal, like Corporal Thiele said. For us, it was just common sense to help out where we could. We didn't think about it, we didn't ask questions about it, we just did it. And getting this large notice now for something that just seemed common sense to us, it's pretty surreal. I've heard stories of Marines pulling people off burning cars and stuff like that, but we just did the most common thing and it seemed to be the good thing to do. I'm glad everything worked out well and that she's doing better from what we've heard. Just glad the situation was able to be there. I'm sure that the multiple military personnel we met on the climbing the mountain would probably have done the same thing in our position. We met groups of Army and Navy and Air Force. I'm sure they would have done the same. It just happened to be us this time.